My name is Timothy Leon and I am from Camilla, Georgia. Both of my parents are musicians. I'm born into a family of music. My father plays piano, sings, and writes songs. My mom is a singer and a dancer, so I was always surrounded by the arts growing up. Music was just a part of life every day, watching my parents in rehearsals and rehearsing with choirs and different things like that. I always knew that music was going to be a part of my life for a long time. But as far as like knowing that I wanted to be a performer, the funniest thing actually, my parents took me to see The Preacher's Wife when it came out. And the scene where Whitney is in the club and she sings "I Believe in You and Me," that was it. After that, it was like, okay, I want to sing. That was it after that for me. Ooh, describe my music in 3 words. My music is intimate, spiritual, and it feels good. Feels really good. I see music like Pokemon, almost in a sense. To me, music lives, it breathes, it has a heartbeat. It's actually, a song is actually an entity within itself. The music already knows what it wants to be, who it is, how it wants to exist in this earth. So what has to happen is your mind has to be quiet enough that you are able to hear it and then you catch it. So sometimes I'm always carrying around like a sound recorder or my journal, and I have to write it down, or I have to record myself singing it really quickly because it might leave. I tell people all the time, if you think my music is great, you would be very amazed to hear the hits that I've never written down, because I'm always hearing melodies, but I'm not always in a place where I'm quiet enough and I'm still enough to actually catch it. So that's how I look at it. Dream music producers I would love to work with would be, I've never really actually thought about that. Definitely Quincy Jones. I mean, because first of all, Quincy Jones is legendary. I believe he's one of those people, everything he touches gold. He has the Midas touch of music. I would love to work with Kirk Franklin. I mean, I grew up listening to Kirk Franklin and all of that different stuff. And the album he produced for Tori Kelly was phenomenal. Kanye West, he's a dope producer. Like, hands down, he's definitely a dope producer. But I guess production-wise, the list could go on. There's a lot of people. I would love for Prince to produce me, but I mean, that can't happen now. Honestly. If I could ask a question to my musical icon, it would be how to remain true to yourself even when you have to reinvent yourself. Like in the moments that you have to discover that new place in your journey, how do you stay true to who you are even though you're constantly changing? Because I mean, it's kind of like life. In life, we change. In relationships, we get into it with people all the time because we feel like, oh, you're different. You're not the same person I fell in love with. Of course I'm not. It's 10 years later. I'm not going to be the same person I was yesterday. But even in music, as an artist, I'm not going to be the same artist that I was last year or the year after that. But how do I remain true to who I am and what it is that I do, even though society and even the trends of music and different things are causing people to look at different sounds and different techniques? How do I remain true to myself in a society where I'm always having to change? Strangely, I would probably ask that question to Beyonce and Rihanna. And the reason why is because to me, they do that so well. Like Beyonce, if you listen to her most recent project, it's definitely not the Beyonce that we met in Dangerously in Love. Rihanna, every album is a new face. Every album is a new side of her. So I mean, and they do it well. They're still the same artists. You go to the concerts and you enjoy all of the music because they're still the same artists. It still flows well together. My favorite song from my album would have to be Inbox. And the reason why is because it just really rings, it's just really relevant. It's relevant. The song is about social media. It's about how people are completely different people than what you see on social media. The person that I'm talking to right now, the person that I see on a daily basis, when they come into my inbox, I get to see who they really are. And it's like, do we really know the people that we think we know? My inspiration comes from life. I say life and God even. Music, I grew up in church. I'm a PK, preacher's kid. And for me, music has always been a divine connection. Music has always been therapy and spiritual healing for me. So all of my music is divinely inspired. Even music, the way that I interpret it through other people, I find a divine connection to it some kind of way. So life and God, that's what inspires my music.
Any advice you would give to inspiring artists like yourself?
Advice I would give to inspiring artists like myself, the most powerful advice I could ever give you is something that my father told me. And my father told me this. He said, be at peace with the fact that not everyone is going to feel you. People have their own opinions. Not everyone is going to like your music. Not everyone is going to like your art. But that does not mean that you are bad. You just might not be their cup of tea. So that one person or those 1,000 people that aren't feeling you, believe me, there's a million other people out there that are waiting to hear what you have. So don't give up. Keep pushing till you find those people.
Everybody know my song, I'll be hearing them sing, and I'm rocking gold like a plebber know today. Worry about the bills.